Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Oklahoma's offense will have the ball first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really
breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
It's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
He'll try it again. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The Sooner schooner doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas just safely. You know, go bananas, go crazy, but, you know, don't do too much and don't, don't fall over in your seats.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aggies offense will have its first possession of the game. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that's going to be the challenge for this offense tonight, is holding up against this pass rush. They are one of the best defenses in the entire nation because of their ability to get pressure on the quarterback. They're going to have to do a much better job tonight protecting their guy, or they've got no shot.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to pass on second down. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
The coaches talked about gotta get to the quarterback, gotta ruffle his feathers a little bit. How about this first drive, man? They've already sacked him twice. This will pay dividends throughout a football game.
Chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Got some room to run.
After watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Might be changing the route. They try to get it outside on the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you've got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no...
Oh, he's got some space. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. The Sooners line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Sooners!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Touchback, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
And the Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First punt of the day, and he'll lob to lock them up close to their goal line. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Sooners are marching down the field. The give on the inside. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's caught. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Sooners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Jennings. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense as he's knocked down immediately. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front the point of attack.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Drive will start at the 25. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Texas A&M going up tempo. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they Halftime, trailing in this game was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Going to try to get it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They've got the screen set up. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Hand off from the shotgun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying play action. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Dead center perfect. That'll close the gap to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category.
And the returner goes down. The give to the single back. He's out past the 35.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got the back over the middle.
The guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. And I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. The toss to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with the first down in the final period. They'll run it from the gun. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
He didn't get there. 4th and goal from the 1, and they are stuffed. The Aggies are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. From the gun, running back gets to give. Finds some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6. And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The play action fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Caught close to the marker. It's Toner. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Time to take a shot. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Creates a little room.
Return is brought down at the 30.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. The throw to the outside is complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. He's looking to throw. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Looking for more room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown Sooners! This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Georgia Tech has just had no answers today. You should see what Yellow Jacket greats like Calvin Johnson are saying on social media right now. Talk about unhappy. They're trailing by 35 to Florida State.
To the air on first down.
Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. They need the 40 to convert here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
They've got this game in hand. Maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. And the holder will put it down on the left hash. A 34-yard attempt coming. Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end.